In May 2003, I participated in a conference for current and former U.S. law enforcement and intelligence personnel on Lebanon. Sponsored by the U.S. government and featuring speakers from the United States and Lebanon, each of the conference panels was chaired by a U.S. official. Strikingly, when participants on several panels insinuated that Hezbollah had never engaged in an act of terrorism or that there was no such person as Imad Mughniyeh, Hezbollah's late operations chief, both concepts being American or Israeli fabrications, the U.S. officials chairing the respective panels said nothing. The issue was put to rest once the session was opened up to questions from the audience, but the experience left me convinced of the need for a serious study focusing on Hezbollah's clandestine activities worldwide to complement the already rich literature on the party's overt activities in Lebanon. Due to the secretive nature of Hezbollah's terrorist wing, it is difficult to gather information on its role and activities, an Australian government report acknowledges. Hezbollah, to be sure, goes to great lengths to hide its covert and illicit activities, severely complicating the prospect of conducting open-source, that is, unclassified, research on the subject. As a former FBI agent put it, groups like Hezbollah are well aware of our interest in them and what our intentions are, and therefore they have become experts in the art of concealing their activities. It should therefore not surprise that this book is the product of almost a decade of painstaking research. Collecting publicly available material only underscored the dearth of detailed information available on even such well-known incidents as the 1992 and 1994 bombings in Buenos Aires. As for other incidents, like the failed 1994 attempt to bomb the Israeli embassy in Bangkok, the vast majority of people, among both the general public and professionals in the field, had no idea these events had occurred at all. So over the course of several years, I interviewed officials and collected reports from all over the world. I met with journalists, academics, and current and former government officials, policymakers, intelligence officials, law enforcement officers, analysts, and more, everywhere from Australia to Germany and from Jordan to Singapore. My travels took me from the Los Angeles garment district to the salon of a Kuwaiti intellectual, and from a Belgian steakhouse to innumerable coffee houses and government offices. I interviewed former undercover agents in the most unlikely places, and when a face-to-face meeting could not be arranged, I conducted interviews over the phone. The tale of international intrigue that poured forth from these meetings amazed me at first, though over time I grew accustomed to scribbling pages and pages of notes that knew no geographic bounds. In one instance, a couple of investigators mapped out a case that involved petty crime and massive fraud, radical ideology and nationalistic fervor, all interwoven with arms procurement, document forgery, counterfeiting, and fundraising schemes. More astounding still were the stops in that one story, from the United States to Argentina, Azerbaijan, Belgium, Germany, Iran, Iraq, Lebanon, Paraguay, Slovakia, and Syria.